what was the golden era of hip hop? I just brought up the early 2000s. 50 Cent drops Get Rich, potentially perfect album. Jay drops Blueprint. Nas is going crazy. Kanye's starting to show his face. Yeah. Is that the golden era of hip hop?
Well, I'm older, so I'm 44. I was born in 1978. So
1900.
So for me, the golden era of hip hop would probably be like 90, 94.
Early Nas, just getting into Biggie and shit.
That's when like Wu-Tang first came out, and Nas just came out, and Biggie, and like Boot Camp Click, and Outkast, and Goody Mob. You know what I mean? Like that 1900s era was like, that 1994 era was very, 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 very special. Very special.
Because I saw your 2018 top 5.
Who was it? Oh no, my top 5 hasn't changed. So what was it?
Ghostface,
yes.
Jay,
yes.
Nas,
yes.
Scarface,
yes.
Killer Mike.
Killer Mike. An honorable mention would be T.I. and Jeezy. Yep.
And you still stand by that?
I still stand on that.
And so you can ignore. This was the hard one for me to swallow. You could ignore Pac completely.
Pause. But yes. Because that's my personal opinion.
Okay, so
you know what I mean. So that's not an objective list. If I did an objective list, Pac would be on there.
Got it.
But my personal top 5, top 7, yes, that's my personal top.
Based on lyrics or based on how you feel. Like what is that list built off of? Because
a little bit of everything: lyrics, storytelling, impact of the music. You know, music provides soundtracks to your life, right? Like when we think about these songs, man, like all of these songs that we love, we have memories attached to them. Like there's probably a slow song that you like because that's the first time you busted a nut. You know what I mean? Or like you could think about the prom or something. You was dancing with a young lady. Like all of us got different moments that we got music attached to. So those people right there I named, I got memories attached to all of that music.
I just think like, and I want to ask you about this too. It's like, you look back at Pac, and I pulled up this lyric.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably, like mid-90s, 25, 30 years before Roe v. Wade is the center of all conversation. We're talking about a song called Keep Your Head Up. Time to heal our women, be real to our women. If we don't, we'll have a race of babies that will hate the ladies that make the babies. And since a man can't make one, he has no right to tell a woman when and where to create
That's
one.
right. Yeah.
Like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah, Pac was that guy.
That guy, dude.
I didn't appreciate Pac when he was alive because he was dissing everybody that I liked.
yeah.
So he was dissing Biggie, he was dissing Mobb Deep,
Puff.
he was dissing Nas, he was dissing Jay. So I liked all of them, you know what I mean? So I was like, yo, who is this guy? Like, if it was wrestling, like Pac was the ultimate heel. Like there was no greater heel than Tupac. Like he didn't give a flying fuck. And he like really backed up everything that he used to rap about. Like, Pac shot 2 cops back in the day.
Yeah,
people forget that.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He shot 2 off-duty cops. He saw these off-duty cops harassing somebody, and he intervened. Ended up shooting both of them. You know what I mean? So it's just like Pac really was.
How do you get off of that?
He was. I forgot how he got off. I don't remember how he
dropped
got
a
off.
really hot track. Everybody.
Okay.
No, but as far as like impact is concerned, like he may have been making some of the most impactful hip hop statements ever, right?
Yeah, I didn't appreciate it back then. I was young, you know what I mean? So it's like even though I was attracted to the rebelliousness of what he was doing, I didn't pick up on, you know, the things he was saying that had socially redeeming value in it until later. You know, it was his documentary. He's got this documentary called what's it called? Revolutions or Revelations, but he narrates it.
Sick.
It's him. Like they use his words to narrate the whole documentary. You should watch it if you're a Pac fan. Like that's what made me be like, oh man. Pac was different. Like we really lost something with Pac.
Also, way ahead of his time, man. I think he died at age 25.
Yeah, 24, 25.
Which is absurd, man. The body of work and the magnitude, the impact he was able to have at such a young age. Like, you know, we have some of these artists now of our generation, like Juice comes to mind. You know, like way ahead of his time. Just tragic.
See, you got to tell me about Juice. Like I've interviewed Juice, but I didn't listen to all Juice's music like that. But when I hear people talk about Juice, they talk about him with this reverence, like he really was saying things that were impacting people. You know?
Yeah. Well, he made so much music, you know, and evidently, you know, I've never worked with him, but he's a musical genius. He would come in there and every single day, for almost every hour he was awake, he'd be conceptualizing, creating, and coming up with
fire
lyrics that resonate with a ton of people, and a lot of it I think came from sadness too. You know, we're in a time where people want to look towards thy neighbor because they're feeling the same thing. Maybe like a despair of sorts, sometimes like a hopelessness, a loneliness, or like whatever it is. He was really able to connect. XXX comes to mind as well.
XXX, I never met X. He mentioned me in a song before, but I never met him.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he said I'm an asshole like Charlamagne. That's what he said.
Are you cool? Is that a correct statement, an accurate statement? Would you say?
I mean, it depends, right? Like I'm sure I've been an asshole. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when you talk about like listening to old stuff, sometimes I listen to old stuff that I've done, and I'll be like, how could anybody ever like me? You know what I mean? Like I really now I see why I call me an asshole.